Welcome to Cape Ann Report. I'm Maureen Aylward, your host. Cape Ann Report is a weekly show that covers community program and events on Cape Ann. In our first segment tonight, we have Nancy Goodman from Cape Ann TimeBank and Robert Heidt from the Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce. And we're going to talk about the Eco-Trip event that's coming up on April 20th. Welcome, Nancy, and welcome, Robert, to Cape Ann Report.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Nancy, we'll start with you. Tell me about the Eco-Trip on April 20th and what this is all about, what we can expect.
The Eco-Trip is a scavenger hunt in downtown Gloucester, and teams of people will come to the library at 12:30, and they will get a map. And the map will lead them to 8 different businesses who have signed up as sponsors. And when they arrive at each business, they'll receive a puzzle. And as they solve that puzzle, the solution to the puzzle would be a green feature of that business. So people will learn about what businesses are already doing to help the environment, which has become a big topic in Gloucester since we now have the wind turbines and it's kind of on everybody's mind. And after they solve as many of the 8 puzzles as they want to, hopefully all of them, we'll be gathering at Latitude 43 for giving out prizes and a party and free food.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's the idea.
So is this for Earth Day?
Yes, we timed it to be close to Earth Day. So April 20th is 2 days before Earth Day, the 22nd.
Great. And what age groups could we expect to do this, the scavenger hunt?
We're asking people that are 13 and up to participate as paying participants. Younger children can come along and probably help with some puzzles. Kids are good at mazes and word search, for instance. What we didn't really design the puzzles with children in mind, so parents should just decide. It's about 1.5 miles of walking. We did design it so it wasn't going to need a oil-powered vehicle, gasoline-powered vehicle. So that's part of the eco part of it.
That's wonderful. So what are some of the businesses that are involved?
Okay, this is going to be a fun challenge. The Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce is one. The Cape Ann Farmers Market, Harbor Health Group, Dogtown Books, Jim's Bagel and Bake Shop, Northeast Cleaner, and the Mill River Consulting Company. So people are going to be able to walk around downtown Gloucester and visit all of these different businesses, and get the puzzle. Robert, tell me a little bit more about how Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce is involved in this.
Sure. Well, Nancy came in probably about 6 months or so ago and talked about the idea, and it's hard to believe it's already here in April. And immediately I was excited for the Chamber to be a part of it. Anytime we can get involved in something that's kind of on the ground floor up, I think it's a good opportunity. It helps to create the awareness of the whole going green concept. A business can do very little to a lot, and I think it's important that we as a business organization support things like this. Helps to support, again, the going green, but also getting folks out into the downtown community of Gloucester, walking around. So we were immediately happy and pleased to take part in this event.
So what will people find when they visit the Chamber office?
They'll find that we, over the last year, have done several things to go green. We've changed out a lot of our lighting, we recycle, we've gotten rid of a lot of paper products. So we've made some small steps in the grand scheme of it all, but definitely steps towards a more green, going friendly environment. Again, to kind of set the example that any business can do. We've also partnered with a new Chamber member, Shred Boston, who's going to join us at the Chamber office on that day. So we're participants, so they'll come in and fill out a scavenger hunt with us. And for anybody within the community, they can bring shred down free of charge, and we'll be shredding right there on site. So again, another way to really partner with the Eco-Trip and Nancy, but show Earth Day, going green, and that sort of thing.
So people can bring down paper and other things that they can shred on site at the Chamber? Correct.
Fill up a box or 2 to 3 and bring one down, and we'll shred it right there on site through Shred It.
Great, great. So how do people learn more about the Eco-Trip? Do they have to register?
They do register, yes. If they go to the Cape Ann TimeBank's website, capeanntimebank.org, there's a logo just like that they can click on. It will take them to the registration page. It's $10 per person up until April 13th, and then it goes to $15. We're encouraging people to register early. They can pay by credit card or through PayPal.
Great. So are there anything that they need to bring with them too?
We're going to have a map. We're going to have pencils. They would probably benefit by having a smartphone or some access to the internet. If they had trouble with a puzzle clue or something, they can look it up and see what the answer might be. Otherwise, just some good walking shoes. We're going to have it rain or shine, so hopefully if it's raining, it's a light rain, and an umbrella might be good.
Wonderful. And I hear that the Cape Ann Farmers Market is going to be that day, so it's kind of a coordinated event with them?
I mean, the experience I've had of putting this together, like what Robert described, and also contacting, well, Mark McDonough, who owns Latitude 43, but when I was talking with him about this, and he's like, well, the market should be part of this, and so they're actually hosting a market that day to coincide with the Eco-Trip.
That's fantastic.
It really is very exciting, the feeling of yes around this, that people have come out to say this is a good thing. The farmers market will be at the Unitarian Church on Church Street, Church and Middle, so people can find it there. It's from 10:30 to 1:30.
That's the farmers market.
The farmers market.
And
so
this program, the Eco-Trip, is what time? 12:30
to 2:30.
Okay.
So one of the little things when people come to get their map is to be, they need to know to go to the farmers market before 1:30 or 2.
So remind us again where they need to be, where it starts.
It starts at the friend room of the Sawyer Library, which is downstairs where the children's library is. It's a separate room. That's where we'll greet people. And they can do walk-in registration. It will cost them a little more, and but yeah, we'd love it for people to register in advance, and I think these days a lot of people just decide that morning, this is what I feel like doing.
That's great. It's a great thing to do. Nancy, would you like to talk a little bit about Cape Ann TimeBank?
Sure. Yep. The TimeBank is in its 7th year. We started in 2006, and it's a network of people who exchange services. It's either member to member, or as a group we often help other community groups. We have a relationship with the farmers market, for instance, where the coordinator has said they couldn't do it without us. In other words, members go and help set up the market each week and then also break it down at the end. And so just as an example of how that works, if a member goes at 1 to set up the market that opens at 3, he or she could earn 2 time dollars. So the credit or the currency really is our time. 1 time dollar per hour of service. And then if, let's say I'm that person, I put that into my TimeBank account, and then I can spend that on any service that's in the whole network. It could be having someone help me in my garden, it could be getting a ride to a medical appointment, it could be painting something, it could be a haircut, it could be any service.
So this is member to member. There's nothing with businesses involved in the TimeBank at all yet, or?
Not currently. I think as we continue to evolve our relationship with Nancy and the group, we can definitely explore how that could become a reality.
That's great. That's great. What about other initiatives around the Eco-Trip? Is this going to be an annual event? Is there some movement afoot?
I got to get through number 1 first. I guess we have to see. There's been a really great, when I was saying about this feeling of yes from the sponsors, also people within the TimeBank who have come forward who are very talented, like Judy Bloomfield, who's helping with the publicity, and Mary Lou Nye, who has done all these designs. There's been a lot of support for it to be a success, and so people have said it may take a few years to really build a following and people who look forward to it every year. But we're going for success the first year.
Seems like there's a good foundation to build upon.
Yeah.
Real strong foundation to build upon.
Maybe next year you might have more business coming in. They see the success of this.
Yeah.
Well, great. Robert Heidt, thank you so much from the Chamber for being with us, and Judy Goodman from the Cape Ann TimeBank.
Nancy.
It's wonderful to hear all about the Eco-Trip that's happening on April 20th.
April 20th.
And people can go to the website to learn more and to register. I guess that's the most important thing.
Right. There is a section of frequently asked questions. If people are looking for more information, there's something that they haven't answered.
Okay, great. All right, so everyone take a look at the FAQs on the Cape Ann TimeBank website and register online for the Eco-Trip on April 20th.